Well, Ray, we had to finish the last session when you got too upset. Do you think you're ready to go for it now?
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Okay, so let's go back to November the 14th, 1992.
Right, well that day I was hanging around on Melrose Avenue in LA. I was hanging around the vintage clothes shops, which I used to work for some, and it was a way of making money. I could kind of go to a thrift store, buy something. If you bought the right thing, you could take it to a vintage shop and make some money. So anyway, that's what I did. So I'm hanging around this particular store. I can't remember for the life of me. He was an Irish guy actually. While I was in there, the phone goes. And this chap calls me over and says, "Oh, Ray, this might interest you." So gives me the phone. And I'm talking to this other Irish chap, and he tells me he's, representing you two, and would you be interested in, finding some stuff for him? I said, yeah. And he told me what he wanted. And what he wanted was like flags of all the oppressive nations of the world, and China, North Korea, all that sort of stuff, probably so Bono could wave them. Just like the other thing, it was their last gig of their world tour, their Acton Baby tour, at the Anaheim Stadium that night. So he said, "Are you interested in doing it?" I said, fine. So, we made, he told me what I wanted, and we arranged to, talk later on the phone. So off I went up and down Melrose Avenue looking for the stuff. So.
And did that make you happy?
Well, considering how things were for me at that time, let's face it, I was a bit elated, because I'm running up and down the road, Melrose Avenue, doing what I like doing, and I was finding all the flags, doing that, and I thought, this is great, because I might, I was thinking I might get $100 out of it, and maybe a ticket for the concert that night, and I thought this is, so yeah, I felt better than I'd done for ages.
Okay, so this is where you had to stop the last time, really. Are you sure you're able to go on?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so what happened next?
Well, I got back to the store, and the phone went at the right time, and I'm chatting away to this guy and said, I've got everything you wanted, and he seemed very pleased, and then he turned around to me and said, well, where are they? I will send a car over and pick them all up. And I said, well, hold on a second, isn't there a finder's fee involved in that? And do you know what he said to me?
What?
He said, that's Carmatic. I mean, I couldn't believe it. That's Carmatic. So I just put the phone down.
Yeah. And then what?
I went round to the back of the store, and there was an alleyway, and I basically started weeping. I was so upset, and then I looked in my pocket, and I had $1 in my pocket. I'd just been working for the biggest band probably in the world at the time, and still are, and it's Carmatic to ask for money. Couldn't believe that. So then I just went back in the store, and I said to the guy, I said, who was that guy I was talking to? And he told me his name was BP FALLON. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but so what happened next?
Well, Mary, who I was basically having an affair with, who was very rich, decided the best thing for me is to just put me back on a plane and send me back to England. So I went back to England and stayed with Catherine Millet. So, but I was beginning to lose it quite a lot.
Did you ever try to contact you two?
Yeah. No, Catherine and I kind of wrote a letter, she typed it all out for me, and I hand-delivered it to their offices in Ladbroke Grove.
And did they reply?
No. No, did they? No. And about 3 weeks later, I was in Frying Barnet Asylum. There's no way I can blame everything on what happened that day, but lot to do with that. You know, I mean, I was losing it, but I'm afraid BP FALLON definitely kicked me in the head and just didn't help at all.
Well, that's good, Ray. That's actually the first time you've been able to complete the story. How long is it you've been at the clinic now?
13 years.
So what do you think has changed that makes you comfortable to finish this now?
Well, I can sum it up in one word.
Yeah, what's that?
Art therapy.
That's 2 words.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I've been doing art therapy now for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you know, I've been working with Madam Jo, who's been fantastic. And I do actually think I'm completely in love with her now. But it's allowed me to say things on paper that I can't say verbally. And the other great thing is that I've got a job around the corner at this local pub where I go and clean the toilets on a Saturday and Sunday. And that's paying for all my pencils and paper, so I've got it made now. It's fantastic.
That's very interesting. Do you think it'd be possible to see your work?
I'd love you to see my work, but you've got to realise I mean, just only started, so it's not that good yet.
Okay.
Fantastic, thank you.
Yes, is that not the Gainsborough lady?
Oh, you recognise that?
That's my favourite.
Yeah, but it seems different.
Well, I was very heavily sedated when I painted it, and well, the drugs here are really quite strong, actually.
You okay, Ray?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and is this the picture that helped you, isn't it? It is very large. Is it a collage? Okay, I can see what you mean about getting your feelings across, but why is hell larger?
Well, that's where I went when he said what he said.
And wanker?
Well, that's what I thought he might have thought I was when I put the phone down.
And F you too?
Well, you know when somebody says something to you and you kind of think to yourself, well, F you too. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, the band might think that that's directed at them.
Oh, it's not. Of course it's not.
Yeah, so are you okay with everything now, are you?
I'm getting there, yeah, but I'm really tired now and I'd really like to listen to some music.
Nurse?
Okay, Ray.
It's George Michael. I love George Michael. He's a great songwriter, but I really do think that he should come here and stay here, don't you? Yeah.